Flow states. You've probably heard the term before, or you've heard about people being in the zone. So that is what a flow state is. It's this state of consciousness where you are completely absorbed into the activity that you're doing, and people are so involved that nothing else matters. And so, in order to get there, like one of the criteria, I guess, is what's called a challenge to skills balance. So if you got the challenge here and the skills here, you have the perfect level of challenge and the perfect level of skills. If you don't quite have the skills but the challenge is too great, you're not going to be able to complete it, and so you're going to fall out of flow. But if the challenge is too easy and your skills are too high compared to the task, then you're going to get bored. So you have to find that middle ground where you feel competent enough and you have the skills to complete the challenge, but it still pushes you and makes you better. So this is something that we're going to try and get involved in all of our play, because we want to make sure that we're in this state of mind so we are completely absorbed and we can forget about everything else. And that is the whole point. So I can go through some criteria to how to achieve flow, or the criteria of flow. So the first criteria is that skills challenge balance. So making sure that we are in that middle zone. The second one is having a clear set of goals. This can just be, it doesn't need to be like a goal as in winning or in physically scoring a goal. It could be, again, on the playground, getting to that other platform without using one foot or something like that. So just a clear goal that forces you to focus and locks you in and adds purpose to the activity that you are doing. Third one is a sense of control. So you feel like you are able and competent to control yourself and a little bit the situation so that you are able to complete the task and attain that goal. And next is an autotelic experience. So this means that the purpose of doing something is for the purpose of doing it. So this is like the ultimate intrinsic feeling of motivations. You're doing it for the purpose of enjoyment, for the purpose of doing it. And this is the ultimate mindset of play and the reasons why we should play. To do something for the sake of doing it and just enjoying the process. The next criteria is a transformation of time. So when people are in these states of mind, they kind of forget that time even exists, or you can ask them afterwards and like, how much time do you think has passed? And they'll have no idea. It's like, I don't know, maybe it was this, maybe it was that. Time didn't seem to exist because it didn't matter, because they were so present. And yeah, that was something that's really important in play as well. And then the last one is a loss of sense of self. So you feel like you no longer think about your problems that you have going on in your life. That it doesn't matter in the moment because you are completely absolved. So it's like, yeah, you're losing your sense of self, which can seem scary, but in this case, it's very very calming and peaceful. So yeah, this whole experience is based on the idea of getting better and wanting to improve, because it kind of gives you this taste of perfection and makes you want to chase more of it. And yeah, that's the whole experience. So you'll probably heard people say being in the zone. This is the criteria for that we're trying to achieve in play. So there are many benefits that are obtained from being in flow states more often. So I just got a list here. You have better emotional regulation. You have greater enjoyment and fulfillment in your life and the activities. And the same thing, fulfillment leads to greater levels of happiness. You have increased engagement in all aspects of your life. You have greater performance. You have an increased learning and skill development. So you're able to learn faster. You have more creativity and actually increased productivity as well. And it helps people rise to the challenge, right? So if you're not thinking about like who you are or your problems, or if you're going to mess up, are able to rise to that next challenge. And this is that exact state of mind that we're trying to foster when we're in play. And especially when you have that time dilation and the lost sense of self. So everything that matters is what you're doing in that moment. So you're fully present. And this doesn't mean that you should or are going to obtain this flow state every single time you play. but having this peak experience, that's what they call it, will make you have a good time and make you want to come back. So this is something that we are definitely trying to attain.